Denise, if you'd be so kind as to do the math. TJ, help me with the bottom one. Oh, that's too easy. You should be able to do the rest as well, don't you think? Can you do the rest?
Contribution margin ratio. Contribution margin divided by the revenue ratio.
Something close to that. So what divided by what? Give me numbers.
4 divided by
Correct so far. 4 divided by what, Tyler? 4 divided by
$10.
$10. Who said that? TJ? Tyler. But you knew that, Tyler, right? How do you calculate the 4, Tyler? He just kind of slapped that out and assumed we'd know how he got it. Where's the 4? Where does the 4 come from? $10 minus 6 it is. Okay, so that's the contribution margin per unit calculated up above here. So Mr. Walker, where's Mr. Walker? Mr. Walker, no Mr. Walker? Josh Walker?
Josh Waller?
Ooh.
Mr. Waller?
Yes, I am looking for Mr. Waller. My sincere apologies.
It's all right.
It's just, I'm getting new glasses this week. I mean, they've already been ordered and paid for. So that I'll do better. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Mr. Waller. Calculation, please, for the bottom. Denise, on top.
I have $50,000 as your break-even point in dollars, and I have 5,000 units in units.
Oh. Denise, he took your thunder. Did he do it right, though? That's what I want to know. Did he do it right? 5,000 units. Oh, you two were both really precise, though, because I wanted to ask Tony 5,000 what? Units. To do what? Break even. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns, random thoughts? Is that pretty easy? This means yes. This means no. What do you think, sir? Sir? Yes? No? I don't know. Yes? Awesome. Now, I always used to, what's the second problem ask us for? If east meets west, see, I told you that name is really bad. If East Meets West Company wants to earn $15,000 profit on the sale of its compasses, find the number of units and sales revenue required to achieve this goal. What do you think I'm going to need to do here, Carrie? I'm sorry? But you said something. Oh, you're to think about? Okay. You sure do. And so I used to hate it when professors did this to me when I was a student, but it's kind of fun doing it when you're the professor. And that is, I mean, you get to write all of this. What I would suggest is below what you've already written, what Carrie just finished writing, you write all of this again, starting with what? Starting with the formula, the numbers, add in Carrie's $15,000. And then I just need new math. Are you going to give me the new math? You got it already. What's the top one?
8,750.
Are you asking me or telling me?
No, I'm telling you.
Okay, so tell me.
8,750
What?
units.
Thank you. That was awesome. Do you have the other number?
Yes.
What is it? $87,500. You two worked ahead. Awesome. That's a good idea, isn't it? I mean, kind of just get, that way you stay on top of things, kind of work ahead a little bit, stay on top of it, make sure these other random people providing Dr. Fessler's with answers are doing a good job. Nick, 8,750 units to do what? Precisely correct, to earn a $15,000 profit. So it was not to break even. Very good, isn't that awesome? One formula, we answer two different problems with, one formula. How awesome is that? Much less to memorize. Questions, comments, concerns, random thoughts. Are we good? Awesome. Let's look then at, is there anything else I want to conceptually talk about? East meets West Company B. You three are having too much fun, I think. I mean, this is an accounting class. It's supposed to be really serious and dour and dark. No? Well, don't tell anybody else, because then they'd all want to be accounting majors too. Okay. And perhaps more importantly, then there'd be more of them, and you'd get paid less.
When I tell people I'm an accounting major, they go, ugh.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, you ought to try. So what do you teach?
Oh, yeah.
Accounting.
Well, see,
I mean, it's a conversation stopper.
And I work in accounting.
I mean, I've had conversations literally die. What do you teach? Accounting. Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's what I get when I tell them where I work. I work in accounting. I work downstairs in student financial services. So.
Even more fun.
Yeah.
East meets West Company B as in boy. They plan, I think that information on the top is still the same. Management has decided that the number calculated in A is not realistic. That is, demand for the compasses is not strong enough and competition is too strong to allow East meets West Company to sell 8,750 units. If you only knew, you could look at the next page and get the answer to one of the things we just calculated. There it is. Instead, management wants to determine how many units would be required to achieve a profit of 15% of sales revenue. Notice above that the variable cost is 60% of selling price and that management wants profit to be 15% of sales revenue. Calculate the number of units and the sales revenue necessary to reach management's goal. Katie, how is this problem different than the last one that we did? Yes. Although it's 15%, I do believe. 15%. So this problem is different because they do not express operating income as a number, do they? No. They express it as a percent. And so I'm going to suggest attacking this sort of a problem a little differently. And if you recall, if you look back at the CVP intuition page, I asked you to put a star beside two formulas. Did I not, Taylor? You did? Can you give me one of those formulas, the one on top? Can you give me the one on the second one, David Roberts?